Hello, this is Dr. Missick, and you might have noticed that my YouTube channel, or the channel I've been using to publish content, has once again disappeared. So, why has my channel been terminated? I have no idea, really. But this is the world we live in now, where America is not a free country, and we have these monopolies like Google, which owns YouTube, just trampling over our Constitution because I didn't say anything obscene. I didn't incite violence or division or racial hatred. And a lot of my latest posts have been non-political, looking at the story of St. Jude, the St. Jude relic, information about the story of the Exodus and new archaeological discoveries. That's what I've been putting out. That was a review of Dune. So uh, I did run a few months ago, so I haven't had any overt political content either. And the only other thing I could think of is the film I made with my brother Josiah. I put a clip in there, and it's like, well, we of course we paid for everything, but maybe they're trying to say that it's copyright infringement. Maybe they didn't know that I made that movie, that we paid for it, and there might have been some licensing, but we paid the licensing. We have the right to all that information and material. I didn't get any strikes. There was a warning because we had a friend come and talk about prophecy and CERN and things like that. It was interesting. And she's a nurse, and I guess she promoted what was called vaccine skepticism. And it wasn't, she said that like it's a throwaway comment in the course. I didn't even remember her saying that. And I guess they have these algorithms which, target certain speech that they want to suppress, or we're repressed in this country. It's just we need. The sad thing is, where's the Republican Party? Back in the day, the Democrats used to say they're the party for freedom and civic liberties, and they're not anymore. They're straight up totalitarian, statist, communist, and the Republican Party is weak and insipid and not willing to fight for. Just recently, they reauthorized FISA, which is a violation of our constitutional rights, where the FBI is given illegally, but by the Congress, given permission to spy on people without a warrant. And they convince people, oh, this is important, this is for your own good. And Matt Gates said it well. It's like, oh, we have to spy on the American people. We have to be a surveillance state, otherwise, there'll be terrorist attacks, whatnot. And then Matt Gates says, well, you have the border wide open, brought in 20 million people in 3 years. You don't even know who these people are. A lot of them are coming from terrorist countries and our foreign adversaries, military, millions upon millions of military-age men just marching across our border. So how can you tell that, we can let that happen, and yet you have to spy on American citizens and violate their right to for a warrant to protect their civil liberties. So part of this oppressive totalitarian police state is YouTube, and this is kind of like a whack-a-mole. Of course, they do this to other people, like David Wood, and they close one channel down, opens another. I don't know what I'm going to do. I am on Rumble. I have some videos. I would try to put better, more refined videos and less controversial videos on Rumble. I mean, YouTube, right? If I thought something more professional, put it on YouTube, because it's more user friendly how you use YouTube, and you also got it's more of an established platform. But Rumble's growing, and you don't have to worry about such censorship on Rumble. So why bother with YouTube? Why bother with the level of censorship that they have? No explanation, just the channel disappears. So it's a horrible. It's like I said, this is a violation of the Constitution. On top of that, through the Twitter files, we know that this isn't just, people say that it's like, oh, YouTube's a private corporation, do whatever the hell it wants, blah 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 blah. They can't. Nobody can do whatever they want. No one's above the law, well, except for the Biden administration and our federal bureaucracy and so-called intelligence agencies. They can do whatever they want. But the Twitter files show that the FBI is directing censorship on Twitter and obviously on Facebook and with Google too. So what do we do about that? Well, What we need to start doing is, well, another thing I was getting, I was looking at this thing from Wonder Woman, DC Comics, and it's like Wonder Woman's, quoting scripture, but in a bad way. Oh, it says, "Wives, obey your husband in the Lord," and they left out the commandment for husbands to love their wives and to, if necessary, give your life for your wife. So it's an attack on Christianity through DC Comics, which is targeting our young people, our children, and it's dishonest. You should women should respect and honor their husbands, and husbands are obligated to love their wives and die for them if necessary. And they're trying to make that look like that's a bad thing, propaganda attack on Christianity. Of course, they wouldn't dare to make any criticisms of Islam. But we need to stand up for what's right, and I don't like people telling me what I can and cannot say. I'm an American. I'm a disabled war veteran. Screw these people. And we need people to fight and stand up against this oppression. They're fascist. They're tyrants, and this is the future. If we don't defeat these people, this is the future we have for America, of just oppression and tyranny. That's what YouTube's about. And you can, like for example, somebody, my own brother, he's got mental issues. He's like harassing me, and YouTube refuses to take those videos down. They won't do it. But I just, I don't even know why they took my channel down. Probably because I guess I'm effective and they feel threatened by me expressing a conservative viewpoint. I guess I'm effective communicator of our defender of our Constitution and our civil liberties and what America stands for. And they want to destroy our republic, destroy our Constitution, and do what they're doing now. This is a foretaste of things to come. So you have to stand up for freedom and liberty now, while it's too late. So if you want to follow me, am I going to publish content on this space? Maybe, but mostly I think I'm just going to focus on Rumble for now and stop dealing with this nonsense. So that's what I was saying. It's like you have these platforms or like these companies, like, people like comics, then you understand it's like this isn't Wonder Woman anymore. These are crazed nutcases that are writing these stories. We just need to have our artists and our creators just to start creating their own thing to compete. Because it's not like all this stuff they've gone in there corrupt. It's not the same thing anymore. Who cares what they're putting out, what they're doing? It's pretty transparent and obvious. These are sick people. These are sick people that run YouTube, that run Google, and we need to understand and remember the American fighting spirit. And we don't need to engage in violence. We just need to have people that are willing to not be bullied and pushed around and say what they think and tell these people to screw themselves. Like Elon Musk did, we're either going to be a free people or we're going to accept tyranny. So we have to have the courage to be free. So stay tuned. I'm still around, still fighting for what's right. So thank you and God bless.